All right. What is up? Day 6 on the Positive Post Challenge. I thought I'd bring you and get you to come hang with me. I got a hammock. So stoked on it. Oh man, it feels great. So today I want to talk to you about what's your willingness to accept truth and face truth, So this is a big topic. I'm feeling all really soft today, feeling a bit more stoic as I hang in my cocoon contemplating life. This is the first day it's been up. And something that brought to my attention was all the stuff with all the news as far as the understanding of everything to do with the coronavirus, if it is the coronavirus, has to do with the contemplations with 5G and all this interesting perspectives. And it has really, sometimes understanding, the reality of what is can be really challenging. It's often why we have our addictions. It's why we have our emotional, unconscious behaviors, and why we, do certain things we do is because we haven't been able to face the truth of ourselves, and that's with the truth of the world as well. So in this contemplation today, I wanted to talk about truth and what's your ability to face truth? What's your willingness to face truth, really? I feel that along my journey, I've really, and I may have triggered you, honestly, if you're watching this, maybe it's one of you that I've triggered. I've triggered a lot of people, and I always find it interesting, when myself gets triggered and when I trigger someone else. A lot of times I have these things called truth guns, and they just light people up. And when I first got on this journey, and it's really beautiful, I'm really surrounded by some like-minded individuals now that it feels nice to connect with their stories, because it's like, wow, you experienced this too when you first were getting on this path of, understanding truth, understanding your truth and understanding the world's truths. And it's nice to connect with that. And maybe you can connect with that with me here, is that place where you've understood stuff and you faced it and you've healed from it and you've wanted to learn from it, you wanted to grow from it, and you may have lit someone up with a truth gun, and I've often really done that unconsciously. I've done that with barging into people and not knowing where they're at, and we never know really what words can trigger someone else. But I'd like to propose a question, is saying that, when someone speaks or when someone talks, how can something outside of yourself really affect you, right? It's what did that word mean, or that dance move, or that way, that person's body language, or that shirt, or that thought, it's like, where in our life did that we hold a trauma or a situation where that has really affected us, where we've allowed this to trigger us, and where's the truth in that? So while we're on this moment in the planet with this certain situation that we've had in the current climate, what is the truth? And what is our truth within this truth, and where can we find the silver linings? Where can we find the wisdom in all of this? Because I'll tell you what, on my journey, I've had to face, put me in the cocoon right now. A lot of truth. I've had to face so much truth. But you know what? I don't regret a single one of it. Because that truth is what's brought on these biceps. Nah, just kidding, but kind of. The internal biceps. That's what this truth has really helped me with. It's helped me get that internal strength going. And so that's one thing I want to leave you with on this positive note, is that where's this inner truth that maybe you're not currently facing, maybe you're not currently looking at? Where's my current blind spots that I'm not seeing within myself that may take you to comment to tell me that I'm not seeing it? or may take my girlfriend to challenge me in a thought process and in a way of discussion. It doesn't have to be this like aggravated, emotional, unconscious behavior response. It can be from this like communicative, effective way of talking unemotionally that's been contemplated and just wants the person to do better. A lot of words. But this place where we can help each other out, and where can we come to that together, like as a community, as a group of humans, as humans that are walking this earth, that we're 8 billion of us that have our own little thoughts and have our own little brains and have our own little lives. How can we come together and live in harmony with each other and accept each other deeper? And more importantly, rather than accept each other, how can we accept ourselves? So maybe we can leave you with that thought today. But with that, I'm going to chill and keep hanging out and contemplating how awesome it is to be a human being and be alive today. So I share my peace and I share my love.